Disclaimer. I doesn't claim any of the arts. All the pictures shown belongs to the respective artist and company. If you are original owner and want me to remove the video, I will do it immediately. Just send me an email to inform me. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Chapter begins, and we see that someone raises his hand and shows the number 3. In the next scene, we see that the man is none other than Chinese Player Association head Zhang Lung. With a national-level player rank, he starts saying that we have 3 objectives. The first is to win the Asian Exhibition Games. The second is to eliminate key players to weaken other player associations. And the third is to prove that the Chinese Player Association is the most superior player association in Asia by accomplishing the other 2 goals. Then we shall use our superiority to create a monopoly on dungeons and the mana stone trade. Feel free to commit any crime, murder, torture, whatever it takes. I will cover up everything for you. Then we see that the people Zhang Lung is talking to are Shui Shun, Liu Feng, and Chai Mingmi. Upon hearing Zhang Lung's words, Shui Shun gets happy, smiles and says, "I don't care as long as it means I get to fight strong people." After Shui Shun, Liu Feng says, "Well, if it works out, it's not so bad." Then we see Chai Mingmi lost in his thoughts. He thinks to himself that they're all insane, though that's not my problem. I've also killed countless people to maintain my love with Pinghua. I can't call myself sane either. He remembers his memories of talking with Zhang Lung, who threatened to destroy his relationship with Pinghua if he did not bring Kim's head. He also recalls his memories with Pinghua, where she wanted him to get rid of Kim Tahyun. By remembering them, he says to himself that, "And this time, it means your turn has come, Kim Tahyun." Then the scene changes to present time, and we see that Chai Mingmi pulled out his dagger and is trying to attack Kim. He activated his power, and with that, his whole body is covered in a purple aura. But suddenly he stops his attack. He is shocked by what he sees in front of him. He doesn't understand it. Then we see that Kim Tahyun has fully activated his predation skill, which creates a monster with sharp teeth, huge horns, and glowing red eyes. Seeing that monster makes Chai Mingmi stop moving. Then we see the predation monster roar and show that it's ready to devour what is in front of it. Upon seeing that scene, Chai Mingmi gets scared. He doesn't understand what is going on. He doesn't know how this could be possible, and thinks to himself that my domination of the 5 senses isn't working? Since he defeated Shui Shun, I did expect him to be a national-level player. But what is this monstrous power? This is no ordinary national-level player. This is past the realms of a human. Then we see that Predation's blades and tentacles are covering the ground and making a circle around Kim, and the Predation monster is behind Kim, ready for his command to attack. With that, Kim says to Chai Mingmi, "Domination of the 5 senses, huh? A force that disables all senses. If I wasn't able to use Predation, I'd have been in trouble. Well, that's all fine. I'll make good use of your skill." Then we see Kim covered with Predation's blades, and with a glowing red right eye closes his hand, giving command for devouring the enemy to the Predation monster. The Predation monster attacks Chai Mingmi. It opens its mouth to devour him. Chai Mingmi was paralyzed with fear. He did not know how to fight against that monster, and with that monster reaching him, he screams in fear, but it's too late. In a second, the Predation monster devours him and destroys the ground. With that, Predation's notification appears and shows that domination of 5 senses has been recorded. After the Predation devours Chai Mingmi, nothing remains beside his dagger. Kim Tahyun sees it and reaches to pick it up and says, "I was lacking a weapon. How fortunate. I see a national-level player is using a nationally prized weapon. Good for me." That dagger's name is Regressing, and its rank is unique. After that, Kim thinks to himself that, with this, China has lost 2 national-level players. Only one's left now. Even if he is powerful, he won't be able to catch up by himself. If I take down the last warlord, Pinghua, the exhibition games will be as good as won. I'm just worried about how quiet Japan has been very quiet lately. Thank you for watching my video so far. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Then Kim hears sounds as if something is getting closer. Upon hearing that, Kim looks at the sky and sees a helicopter hovering there. Upon seeing this, Kim is surprised and wonders what a helicopter is doing there. Then we see someone open its door and jump out of it. As that person lands, we see that person is Holy Maiden Yoshikawa Tsurara. Seeing her surprises Kim Ta-yun. He doesn't know what she is doing here, and more importantly, how she found Kim's location. As she lands, she hits the ground with massive power and destroys it while saying to Kim, "We finally meet again, Kim Tae-hyun." Upon seeing her, Kim thinks to himself, Yoshikawa Tsurara has a skill that can even regenerate missing limbs, hyper-regeneration. She used this to cure many people alongside holy orders, a skill that calms all mental distress and bestows a buff that enhances physical power. She ended up being called the Saintess, but the true power of holy order lies in its ability to change memories and brainwash people. Yoshikawa Tsurara has used this skill to make even her enemies into her zealots. And now it's my turn. Then Kim says to Yoshikawa Tsurara, "But I never told Ryohei my exact location, so how did you find me?" Kim's question makes Yoshikawa laugh as she replies, "You should have known I wasn't capturing the three warlords because I didn't know where they were." Upon hearing Yoshikawa's words, Kim realizes that she knew all this time where he wanted to go. With that realization, he says to her, "So you would do all that just to see me? I feel quite creeped out." Hearing Kim's words makes Yoshikawa Tsurara smile because she knows she caught Kim off guard. But despite this, something bothers her as she says to Kim, "How can you be so calm after seeing me?" Upon hearing her words, Kim is surprised and doesn't know what she is talking about. Then she continues saying, "I know my duties as a saintess. I'm here to give others the willpower to keep living in this cruel world. So how do I do that? By making them worship me. Meeting someone as elegant and lovely and beautiful and holy and perfect as me is a joy for all. Worshipping me becomes their motivation to continue living. So why are you so calm after seeing me?" Hearing Yoshikawa's words makes Kim even more confused. He says to himself, "Wow, this woman is really crazy." But Yoshikawa's words are not finished yet, as she says to Kim, "But that's fine. It's my duty to lead even people like you into salvation." Suddenly out of nowhere, many cars arrive. It seems this was planned. Seeing them makes Kim confused. He doesn't understand what is going on or why so many cars are there. Kim thinks to himself, "Why are so many civilians here? No, that must be from brainwashing through her holy orders." Upon realizing this shocking truth about Yoshikawa's influence over civilians, Yoshikawa then says to him, "Even though I dug into your past and Ryohei's memories, there is just one thing I couldn't understand, the source of your information and the skills you are hiding. So I prepared, no matter how many secrets or how powerful your skills are, I'll just make you unable to use them." Civilians get out of their cars and rush towards Kim in order to attack and capture him. Upon seeing this chaos unfold before him makes him desperate, as he contemplates whether he should attack them or do nothing at all. Observing their aggressive approach towards him makes Yoshikawa say again, "Now are you going to ruthlessly kill these civilians who happen to be my fanatics, or will you accept my salvation? Choose, Kim Tae-hyun." Kim sees that civilians are attacking him. He has no option. He cannot attack or use any of his powers, and does not know what else he can do at this moment since Yoshikawa seems afraid of his skill. Because of this fear, she uses civilians as shields. In frustration, Kim shouts at her, calling her subhuman. Afterward, the scene changes somewhere else during nighttime, where we see two men from Nightwalker's Guild on some kind of recon mission. One of them says, "Contact Guild Master Yu Ayong. We've found it. The hideout of the last of the three warlords' shadow." To think they'd be doing something as crazy as hiding an entire area. No wonder we were unable to locate them. These two men discovered where Shadow is hiding. It seems he resides in a strange-looking building radiating an unusual neon purple color, suggesting some kind of magic within its structure. After making his statement about contacting their guild master for confirmation regarding their findings about Shadow's hideout, the man waits for his comrade only for silence in response. He then calls out asking, "What are you doing? Didn't you hear me tell you?" But after turning around, only shock fills him upon seeing what lies before him, his comrade's head exploding violently. Suddenly, out of nowhere comes an overwhelming sense of dread. Shadow stands right behind him, placing his hand upon this man's head while uttering horrifyingly ominous words. Nightwalker, it seems some pests have latched on. Shadow serves as Vice Guild Master of Malignant Guild among one of 3 warlords whose rank remains suspected at national force level. Hearing Shadow's voice sends tremors coursing through him. In sheer terror, turning around reveals just how fast things escalate. A fraction of a second later, Shadow uses his own power, causing another explosion blowing up this man's head. Shadow eliminates Nightwalker Guild's recon team while preparing a portal intending escape from this place. Thinking within himself, a mere information guild digging after me. Did Tetsu leak information when he died? Kim Tae-hyun has been ruining everything, the one we tried removing using other warlords along with China. He killed Shui Shen. But don't get ahead of yourself. You're not a lone genius within this world. I've already witnessed pinnacle talent 10 years ago. Let us go towards Abyss. With those thoughts lingering within him, Shadow departs from this location heading towards Abyss, preparing against confrontation with Kim Tae-hyun, and this chapter ends. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Support this channel by liking this video and subscribing the channel. And if you want me to recap another manhwa or manga, write its name in the comments section. And if you want to know what happened in previous chapters, you can watch them in this channel. Stay tuned for next chapters.